All right, hello everyone. So it's Tuesday, the 9th of April. So let's see what we got. Now, yesterday, gold had a swing day and they sold in the early hours of the morning. You can see they sold in a few places at the Astro hours, okay? Not a big sell-off here, but this was a big sell-off and that was it. The market didn't come back up there, as you can see, all day yesterday. And it's coming up here today. Now, the trend is still up, obviously, okay? So, on swing days, you're going to have to, if you're selling on swing days, which the next swing day for gold is going to be tomorrow, as you know, from Sunday, you're going to have to try the highs. Now remember, 2,365 is a monthly level we had before on the PST, which is that blue line there, which is that LCL1, all right? So that zone is a target, and as you can see, the market is just going up and up. So eventually gold should pretty much, if you take a look at this monthly channel, it should eventually get into, whoops, come on, it should eventually get into these zones, all right, all the way into 2 as well. Let me just show that for you. So eventually gold, whoops, why is it that not happening? Come on, there we go. Which should come all the way into there. Eventually, obviously, that's going to be a bit of a long term, which should head off into 2,985. All right, so as the market comes down, we should be heading up into those levels there. And there. All right, but obviously it's not going to go straight up, I don't think, anyway. All right, so what we're going to have to do is just wait for it to pull back and so on. So Wednesday is another swing day, so we'll see how things go. If the market does not go above Monday's high today, okay, then if we're around here, or if the market breaks out, hits that, closes back under the high of Monday, if it closes below the high of Monday, then obviously we'll look to sell off again. All right, until then though, if the market comes back down, because it's a rectangle formation now, the lows you can buy, the highs you can sell off at the Astro hours, and that's how you could play the game. Or you can wait for Wednesday. Euro dollar. Now euro dollar had a swing day yesterday as well. Okay, so this place wasn't a bad place to sell off. This actually covered some of the trade. Okay, the stop loss was really tight, so part of my position actually got stopped out just here, but we did cover some trade here, so it wasn't a big loss. But still, if the market keeps this high and does not go higher, it's okay to sell. Now what we have to be looking out for here is this PST level, because if the PST breaks out, you do not want to sell. Okay, now swing day was yesterday, being Monday. Monday can also be a low here going up. Okay, so the next swing day for the euro dollar is going to be Wednesday. So what does that tell us? It means that Monday could have been the low, taking us into Wednesday. So we could have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday pump, and then they can just sell it off. Okay, on the Wednesday we could look, or on the Thursday we can look for a big push down. Now remember, we don't have any news until Wednesday, so you know the market might just trot along. If it breaks above this high, then it's got room to go. Don't stand in front of it, obviously. Okay, on the weekly, where can it get to? There, which is 56, 1.0935. I think I put that up there before. 1.0935. Let me just check. There it is. Okay, so 1.09. It's a bit out there, okay, as you can see, but it can still get there. It's a weekly level. So if the market does dip down into an astro hour to the daily, or into that zone, okay, then going up is an option. Obviously the lows here as well is a going up option as well, as long as the market doesn't break below the previous day's low and stay below there, because sometimes it'll break and then it'll come back up. It'll cause a V formation like this, okay. If it does that, then it'll keep pushing up, because that'll be a fake breakout. So same here, it might go up, take out the previous week's high, and then on Wednesday we might have a closing in day, and then Thursday a push down, Friday push down kind of thing. So we might be going up, psyching the market up for the news on Wednesday, and then for a sell-off afterwards, so be mindful for that. If you want to take a long trade, wait for the astro hours. If it's low, then go long. Let's take a look at SP 500. Now, SP 500 didn't have a swing day on Monday. The SP 500 swing day is Tuesday. All right. Now, Wednesday is also an option here, so you got to be careful. All right, because Wednesday is an option. It's a question mark for Dow Jones. All right, and because it's a question mark for Dow Jones, okay, it's a possibility that we could go up. As you can see, this is an inside day. Here we are, inside day, inside the day of Friday, okay? And where we could head up to is 58, which is 5234. 52, let me see, on the weekly, just bear with me. On the weekly, we've got a breakdown here. On the daily, 58, 5234. It is 5234. 5234 is there. Okay, so that's how it is. So this could also be a sell-off location because of the weekly here. As you can see, we're under the opening here on the PST. All right, so selling down is also an option. I wouldn't mind doing that as well. So if the market goes up, selling is not a bad idea at all. Yesterday it was a bit of a drama in the middle of nowhere, so no trading in the middle of nowhere. As you know, if you want to sell, you got to sell the highs. If you want to buy the lows. So selling can only be up here or slightly higher there if it gets there, and that's how it is. If it breaks below the previous day's low, sticks around here, then goes back up, and then that's how it is. Then you can sell off again, okay? Because at the end of the day, yeah, that's what we can do. Okay. Now make sure you check out the swing days that I posted on Sunday in the members area, because if it swings down, then it could go to the next swing day. All right. And that's how you can play out the SP 500. Selling the highs is okay at astro hours. Up here, if it gets up here, it might do an up and then a down move and close in here, and then might consolidate and then fall off. Okay, so you know the trick from your technical analysis with me. So that's also an option when the market does boom, boom, consolidates sideways, bang, and then falls off. And that fall off is normally close to an astro hour, or it is at an astro hour. So just wait for the astro hours to show you and guide you what you can do from the highs if you're going to sell off, or if you're going to buy from the lows. Obviously here is no man's land, no need to muck around here at all. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. Dow Jones, as you can see, market's been sideways all day yesterday. if it goes, let's see what happens on the daily. Now, as you can see, I did say this is a bit tricky on the daily, because if we have a breakout, it's a bit tricky. Now, this could be a fake breakout. As you can see, that's an X. If it comes back down here and the market wants to buy it, okay, buy level is going to be at 39 and 35. So note them down: 38,660, 38,390. But if you think about it, this is a shoulder, head, shoulder kind of formation happening. So if we come up into this zone here, okay, selling from around here is not a bad idea, and that could pretty well be 51, which is 39,182, and 39,182, as you can see, is pretty much on this line here. Okay, so 39,182 is your weekly pivot there. So selling this zone as well is not a bad idea at Astro hours if it comes up there. Okay, the market might want to sweep off the stops, but this is your range here. So selling in the highs up here is not a bad idea. Just make sure you settle it up on your Astro hours, and remember the news as well. Okay, so news is coming out tomorrow with FOMC. Okay, and the CPI is coming out. So these are news. But like I said, Wednesday is a question mark, because Wednesday can also be a swing day for Dow Jones. All right, and remember the indices go together. So be mindful for today and tomorrow on the indices. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. Now, NASDAQ had a swing day on Monday, and the swing day, the next swing day for this one, as you know, is going to be from Monday, it's going to be Thursday. So here we are still in the box. So if we're up here somewhere, for example, there, 57, 18,323, 18,323 is up here. Okay, this is also a place where the market can sell off. As you can see, these high levels are okay to sell off. Okay, obviously the market's waiting for some news. On the weekly, I'd still rather sell, okay, at these levels than be a buyer. So shorting them, I think, is the better way to go. Okay, like I said, that's a level. Just mark these levels as well if you already don't have them. One of the things a good buy is at 18,356, which is slightly above the 18,356 is there. As you can see, they're pretty close there. Okay, so this zone will also be a sell zone if we get up there. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now with Bitcoin, remember Tuesday is a swing day for this one. Okay, so Monday we went high. Let's take a look at the daily. Now remember I said if this thing breaks out, it's got room to go. Okay, so I said that yesterday. And I said you should have been following it since Sunday because the 8 a.m. strategy gave you the breakout and then it gave you the price targets. And I said it could go to those price targets yesterday. So that triangle broke out. And this is a nice continuation pattern going up. So if the market pulls back down, going back up is not a bad idea. Just be mindful. With Bitcoin, today is a swing day. All right. So if the market comes back up here, okay, market can sell off, all right, which they've already done here. So going back up, testing these zones again, can lead to a sell-off, okay? So just be mindful of those highs. Let me get rid of this. We don't need this here now. As you can see, it's got a bit of room on the price to go up as well. I drew these levels in here before. Come on. Alright, I don't know why this is not working so good. Nope. Never mind. Just draw these lines that I've drawn here, top to top, and you'll see you get those levels there, okay? Which there's a price level there as well, okay? So let's do this 15,000. Okay, so yeah, there we go. All right, so this could still pop up a little bit more, not a problem. If anybody wants to buy it, 74 is 67,255. It's a bit down there because that's the weekly. On the daily, where can you buy? You could do a good buy kiss here to go further up, but I'd keep the lot size small because of this sell-off here. And it is a swing day. If it comes back up here, there'll be sellers in the market, so be mindful. This might turn into an M, okay, and then it could start to reverse, so you've got to be a bit careful here and just mark the swing days as important. And that's that. So on the daily as well, just mark that price level in there. That's the high. And the LCL one here, which the price may sell off at, is 73,339. So having prices obviously is good. You can sell the highs at Astro Hours, buy lows at Astro Hours. If you bought this level last week, you should have been okay as well, because I drew this line before. I said if it comes down here, this will be support, and then you see you got the breakout happening on Sunday. So if you followed that through, you should have been in the money. All right, hope that helps. And that's that.